Mark your calendars, April 12, 2025, promises to be a monumental day for the world, fulfilling prophecies that have been handed down for millennia. On this date, a rare event is expected to unfold, plunging the earth into complete darkness for 10 days. Known as the 10 Days of Darkness, this event is believed to be a transformative moment in history. It will challenge people's beliefs and compel them to reconsider the ancient prophecies and wisdom that have shaped human culture for centuries. Religious scholars, seers, and followers from various traditions have eagerly awaited this day, making it one of the most significant events in modern times. One of the most intriguing predictions surrounding this day is the potential return of Lord Jesus Christ. Many interpret biblical texts to suggest that 2025 marks the year of his rebirth. This possibility has sparked widespread discussions among theologians and believers alike. Will April 12, 2025, truly see the return of Christ, and if so, where will his divine presence first appear? These questions continue to stir the minds of millions, leading them to dive deeper into sacred scriptures for answers. The Bible contains numerous references to events that could signify the end times, many of which are expected to unfold in 2025. Among the most famous of these predictions are celestial signs, global unrest, and the rise of spiritual enlightenment. The concept of a world shrouded in darkness for 10 days is linked to biblical passages that describe cosmic disturbances, symbolizing divine intervention and an era of great change. Throughout history, people have turned to the heavens and sacred texts for guidance on cosmic events. The 10 Days of Darkness aligns with religious teachings predicting a time of spiritual awakening for humanity. This period is seen as a trial and revelation, urging people to reflect on their faith, actions, and future. As we approach this momentous day, it is important to examine these predictions closely and understand their significance. Whether one approaches these prophecies with skepticism or faith, there's no denying that April 12, 2025, will be a day of profound importance. It could very well mark the beginning of a new era, transforming the world in ways we cannot yet fully understand. The most eerie and unsettling prediction tied to April 12, 2025, is the 10 Days of Darkness. This event has been mentioned in various ancient texts and religious scriptures. It suggests that the earth will be consumed by complete darkness for 10 days, causing confusion, fear, and deep introspection among people. The Bible, along with other holy texts, hints at a period of darkness before divine intervention. Many scholars interpret this darkness as a literal or symbolic event signaling the end of one era and the dawn of another. This prediction aligns with passages such as Revelation 6 verse 12, which reads, "I watched as he opened the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair, and the whole moon turned blood red." Similarly, Matthew 24 verse 29 states, "Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken." These verses speak of a time of celestial upheaval and unnatural darkness. The idea of 10 days of darkness isn't unique to Christian teachings. Other cultures and religions have also foretold a time when darkness will descend upon the earth. The ancient Egyptians, for example, recorded a period of darkness in their mythology, relating it to the wrath of the gods and the testing of human faith. Hindu scriptures, particularly the Puranas, describe a time when both the sun and moon will stop shining, signaling the end of a cosmic cycle and the birth of a new universe. From a scientific perspective, some researchers suggest that such an event could be caused by astronomical or geological phenomena. A massive volcanic eruption, similar to the 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora, could spew ash into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight for days. Another possibility is a rare solar eclipse, or even an unexpected asteroid impact, causing prolonged darkness. Some have also speculated that a powerful geomagnetic storm could disrupt electrical grids, creating a man-made darkness that lasts for days. The psychological and spiritual effects of such a period would be immense. Many who believe in this prophecy see the darkness as a test of faith and endurance. It could serve as a time for humanity to reevaluate its actions, reconsider its path, and prepare for transformation. While such a long period of darkness might provoke widespread panic, it could also bring about unity and deep introspection. Historically, times of crisis often lead to spiritual awakenings, and this event may be a warning to humanity to seek enlightenment before it's too late. There are also conspiracy theories surrounding this prediction, suggesting that the darkness could be artificially induced by powerful global entities. Some believe that secret organizations may possess technology that could block out the sun or shut down electrical systems worldwide. While these ideas remain speculative, they add to the intrigue surrounding the 10 days of darkness. In today's world, the rise of artificial intelligence and our reliance on technology make the prospect of an enforced blackout seem more plausible. Cyber attacks targeting power grids and communication networks could create a type of darkness not caused by celestial events but by human intervention. The fragility of our technological systems means that a well-coordinated attack could easily throw the world into chaos, making this prediction feel disturbingly possible. Whether you see the 10 days of darkness as a literal event, a metaphor for social upheaval, or a divine warning, its significance cannot be denied. As April 12, 2025, draws nearer, speculation will grow, and people from all faiths will prepare in their own ways. Some will stock up on supplies, others will pray, and some may dismiss it entirely. But no matter your perspective, the idea of an extended period of darkness carries a powerful message. It calls humanity to reflect, prepare, and ultimately evolve. Throughout history, darkness has been associated with both fear and rebirth. It's in the dark that people dream, and from the void, new creations arise. Perhaps the 10 days of darkness is not just a warning of destruction, but also an invitation to find enlightenment. If the world does face such a trial, it could serve as a catalyst for a new beginning, urging individuals and societies to rise from the shadows into the light of a new dawn. The most astonishing prediction tied to this date is the potential return of Jesus Christ. According to Christian beliefs, Jesus promised to return to earth to establish God's kingdom, bringing both salvation and judgment. Many theologians have studied biblical texts to pinpoint when this event might happen. The year 2025 is seen as significant due to its alignment with various biblical cycles and numerological calculations. One of the most quoted verses regarding the second coming is Matthew 24 verse 30, which says, "Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory." This suggests that when Jesus returns, it will be a grand and undeniable event, one that will shake the foundations of the world, bringing clarity to those who believe and fear to those who do not. The book of Revelation also describes Jesus returning as a victorious king, leading the final battle between good and evil. Revelation 19 verses 11 to 16 tells us, "I saw heaven standing open, and there before me was a white horse, whose rider is called Faithful and True. With justice he judges and wages war. His eyes are like blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns." This passage highlights the authority of Christ upon his return, presenting him as a divine judge where justice will prevail over evil. Many scholars believe that biblical predictions often follow cycles, meaning they correspond with historical events and divine timelines. Some point to the number 7 as significant in biblical prophecy. For example, in the book of Daniel, the concept of 70 weeks is crucial. Applying these timelines to modern history, some researchers argue that 2025 marks a key turning point, linked to the establishment of Israel, global events, and other prophecies. The rise of global conflicts, moral decline, and natural disasters have led many to believe that the signs of the end times are becoming more apparent. Jesus himself warned in Matthew 24 verses 6 to 7, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places." These descriptions mirror the global challenges of today, leading many to speculate that Christ's return is imminent. While many Christians eagerly await his return, there are various interpretations of how it will happen. Some believe in a literal, visible return of Jesus to establish his reign, while others see it as a symbolic event happening within the hearts of believers. Regardless of interpretation, the anticipation of his return remains a powerful force in Christianity. The parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25 verses 1 to 13 reminds believers to stay vigilant and spiritually prepared for Christ's return. Jesus warned that no one knows the exact time of his coming, so he advised his followers, "Keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour." This message encourages Christians to live righteous lives, always ready for his arrival. No matter how people interpret the second coming, one thing is certain: the anticipation of Christ's return plays a significant role in the lives of millions of Christians. Whether 2025 marks the fulfillment of this prophecy or not, the hope for Christ's return continues to shape the faith of believers worldwide. The idea of Jesus' return on April 12, 2025, has sparked global discussions. Religious communities are preparing through prayer and reflection, while skeptics approach the predictions from historical and scientific angles. Regardless of belief, the event has captured worldwide attention, reminding humanity of its longing for divine intervention and hope. If these predictions come true, humanity will witness an unparalleled transformation. Darkness, chaos, and suffering will challenge people's faith and resilience, but also push them to seek spiritual enlightenment. The return of Jesus would mark the dawn of a new era, possibly reshaping global religious, political, and social landscapes. Governments may struggle to respond to this spiritual awakening, while religious institutions may guide their followers through this transformational period. A renewed sense of unity or division may arise as people process the meaning of these events. If the day passes without any extraordinary event, it will lead to reflections on the nature of faith. Believers may see it as a test, while skeptics may dismiss it as yet another failed prophecy. Throughout history, many apocalyptic predictions have failed to materialize, yet faith has endured. This resilience speaks to humanity's unyielding desire for divine presence in a chaotic world. As April 12, 2025, approaches, it is important to stay open-minded and prepare spiritually, emotionally, and mentally for whatever may unfold. Whether these predictions come to pass or not, they carry a profound message for humanity. The Bible encourages faith, hope, and readiness, reminding believers that divine plans unfold in ways beyond human understanding. Preparation isn't just about physical events, but about deepening our relationship with God and living by spiritual principles. Faith communities across the world are preparing in various ways. Some organize prayer vigils and outreach efforts to spread hope, while others dive into theological discussions to interpret the signs in Scripture. Skeptics and historians, on the other hand, analyze the origins of these prophecies, comparing them to past failed predictions. These investigations highlight how throughout history, celestial events, political upheavals, and natural disasters have been interpreted as omens of the end times. Regardless of perspective, the discussion surrounding Jesus' return reminds us of the power of faith and the human desire for meaning in the unknown. Whether viewed literally or symbolically, it challenges us to examine our beliefs, ethics, and spiritual journeys. It also shows humanity's deep longing for guidance, reassurance, and purpose. The world stands on the edge of a historic moment. Whether it brings darkness or divine light, it reminds us of the eternal truth that faith endures, and God's plans are always in motion. Let us approach the coming days with awareness, humility, and a deep connection to our spiritual beliefs. In uncertain times, faith provides a beacon of hope, guiding us through challenges, reminding us that regardless of what happens on April 12th, the journey of spiritual growth is far from over. The true meaning of prophecy lies not in fear, but in the pursuit of righteousness, love, and a closer bond with the divine.